Welcome everyone to our weekly call for the people now or in the future. Today's topic is ease with family. So when we talk about family, what's the first word comes up for everyone? You can type it on the chat or unmute one by one. First thing, what the word family means to you all.
You love them, you hate them, you can't stay without them.
Drama.
Drama, I like that. Okay. And then the first one, anyone else? What else is coming up?
Taking for granted, expectations.
Okay.
Expectations you have from your family and they have from you are like what you will never have of your friends or anybody else.
Interesting. Is it true?
Obligation.
Obligation. Okay.
Duty.
Duty. Okay.
First before yourself.
Sorry, say that again one by one.
Having to put them before yourself.
Okay. Anju, what did you say?
I said oneness.
Oneness. Okay, family means oneness. Okay, interesting. Anyone, anything else?
Responsibility, my shoulder hurts.
I like that. Shoulder hurts. The whole body hurts.
Yeah, but you are shouldering the burden, no? Shouldering
Yeah.
the responsibility.
Interesting. So everything, wherever everyone said, can we destroy and uncreate all of that times of Godzillion, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, poor and pork, all nine shorts, boys, forwards, and beyond. Wow, it has so much energy. Okay, so just hear the words, what all of y'all said. It's not a judgment, but when you're saying about all of these words, where is the true energy of that family? And we make it so important in this reality. Families, one way we are saying oneness and everything. But where is the actual positivity in that, in anyone's world? And then we make it so real that I can't be alone in this world. You have to create a family. So again, you're getting into the loop of it. I'm not trying to say here, don't create a family, but look at the underline and exactly that family is doing that to you all. For some people, it's burden, somewhere responsibilities, somewhere it is the body is hurting, the shoulder is hurting. Why? Because y'all are making it real. You're making them bigger than you. And y'all are telling them, you know what, y'all are more important and I'm nobody. So exactly they'll end up making the whole attack on y'all because y'all become the guinea pig, the target of this reality. Because y'all are clearly saying, Bhaiya, aap yahan ho, main yahan. Some will go as a personality of being the female. It could happen for the male person also. But it's not about male, female. It's more about how are you treating your being in this world.
Also younger, older. If you're the young, get bullied down like crazy.
Then it goes on financials, who's successful, who's more educated.
Yeah.
You keep adding the list to it.
Who's abroad, who's in India.
Who's in India, a lot of things. And sometimes you have a step family extensions culturally wise in the world. So there will be no end to this. But it's
Kaun
not
gora, kaun gora, kaun kala.
Look wise also. Some kids are very good and that other sibling doesn't look so good in the house. So automatically we feel that other one is given or one is more intelligent. See, the list can go on. But you could be the most ugly, fat, thin, or whatever, however you want to look it into your world. But if you're ready to choose you, that family will choose, acknowledge you. Because all of us need to acknowledge you chose your parents. How much ever you want to fight that, when you choose to come down on this planet Earth, you select your family, your caste, your color, everything about you. It doesn't come from the outside world. Sorry to break that to you, all of you. The minute you acknowledge that it's your creation, your half the battle goes away. Because most of us keep fighting day and in out is, why did I got born in this family? Why I'm in this country? Why my parents are not doing this? Or why my husband is not doing that? Or my kids are not doing that? In whatever way we are fighting with that 2-3 main people. But it's not about why, it's about what else. What else can you create now by choosing you and have the ease with them? It will never get easy. It's about how you're ready to have ease with them. And that ease can only happen when you're going to reflect what are you truly asking in your world. Because if you're going to keep fighting daily in and out in your mind also, I wish ye badal jaye or they change this way, then only my house ka scenario or my family trauma will change. Sorry. Last breath तक यही चलता रह जाएगा. And अगले जन्म में भी you'll attract them only closest. Because the max, the tug whom we have, it's an oath vow with those people in our reality. That's why when we do those clearings, they are the one who are tangled with you all this way. That includes me also. I'm just trying to give you the example. And there are few who could have a really good rapport with families also. It doesn't mean that in this reality, people don't have good rapports with family. So again, that's also an oath vow, but in a positive way. So there is no right or wrong, but it's about no family is perfect. It's not that I,
One
yeah.
second.
Sure.
When you say good way, no, sometimes even I used to be under that, mine is under storm and people, but you know what I have seen, this is again a conclusion, but you feel it's a good way, but the one person is sacrificing in that
Of
equation
course,
also.
but
And
sometimes
in denial, अरे नहीं हम तो कुछ नहीं कर रहे, just, and I have a very good rapport with family, that also I have seen. I mean, that's what they say. I mean, they say, and or they'll project it towards you that how this is, but
I
this
agree.
is,
I agree. But then
yeah,
that doesn't make them wrong. You have to acknowledge because this is what their capacity is to receive.
yeah,
Because for them, they are not seeing it that if they are going little less in this reality, for them it works. You as a third party can see it in their world that you know
yeah.
what he's making them less in this world. But it's not about that. It's about only for you. What are you asking for y'all in your world?
Wow.
It's a choice. You want to live in a family, y'all don't. But the point is, it's not about running away and going like, you know what, tata bye bye to the family. I'm not going to live with y'all. It's coming from the ease. And certain people, if it's not, get present. What is your underlying with them? Because if y'all are feeling they are controlling, the underlying is you are controlling them. As we've spoken in earlier calls, it's us who want them sooner or later, every few days or weeks or hours, person to person, that when they have to come to trigger you. It goes very subtle. It goes very subtle and very quick. Because you could be like, oh, my day was going something else, and see, suddenly the bomb came like this. But it's not what you spoke only today. It could be a couple of days, weeks, months, where you knew that my graph will never go this way. It's a point of view gets so locked that we even allow it for a few days to go smooth. And then we're like, all right, nothing was happening for so many days. There was nothing. Why did they suddenly throw such a big blast? But it was like you all were okay कि थोड़ा नहीं अब एकदम बड़ी दिवाली फेंकते हैं. That's our creation. They are just actually being the, the guinea pig to do it to us. And of course, if they also react with us, that means even they are controlling us to react in that way. Because in certain families, there are some members, only you get boggled with them and they just keep throwing it on us. And there's certain members where it's both the way. Like they also can't handle you and you can't also. But when it's both, that means even you are giving their power that they are controlling it. So you have to get present what are your triggers with everyone? If they are certain that 3 members, 5 members, or 10 members, or 1 person. The minute you start looking into that, and family, it doesn't mean blood. We have been brought into this reality. You can create a family with a group of 5 people also as strangers. Because so many people say, this person or this friend is like more than a family. Because it's the relation underlying. And the minute you create relation, you will get locked. So you can live with a family, you can have friends, you can have so-called relation of this thing, but come from a space of creatorship. The minute you keep looking in your lives to create something with somebody, that thing will not get clogged in your world. It could be your husband, your parent, your child, your grandparents, your aunt, uncle, your friends, your business colleagues, anyone. The minute you label relationship, it's like a ship. You get clogged to it. So everything, all this is bringing up, can we destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all 9 shorts, boys, ads, and beyond. I'm going to take Zabia's question first because she had put her hand up. Then I'll take you one now. Yeah, Zabia.
Hi, Rashi.
Hello.
Thank you for joining late. Rashi, I have a question which I think I've had this with you in the money workbook and everything also.
Mm-hmm.
How much ever you try to change your thought form, your patterns and stuff there, but the people around you, especially your family, when it continuously the same thing again and again and again comes up, they're making your life so miserable and so difficult. How can it be our thought form? Because it's like you're in your head trying to make it work out. You're trying to get out of that whole pattern and thought form. Still, it happens again and again. And sometimes, like how you said, right? It can be an outsider or not a blood relation, also. It can be friends also who make your life so difficult. And that is not what your thought forms are. That's not what your patterns are. How much ever clearly you do everything, it's still that whole pattern keeps coming back again and again and again. How do you change that?
You have to question, is there it could be an oath vows, it could be that deep that just by doing basic clearings, you're not changing. Secondly, it could be a major conclusion that you bought into it, it will never change because there's so much
No,
judgment.
it's so much of effort is being put from my side, right? I'm just talking about me because I know I'm putting that effort to change that relationship, change
No, you just
everything.
have to change you. We didn't say you have to change the relationship.
So changing myself to do
Yeah.
everything to not go back into that rut and that pattern and being that, like how you said that, like that whole mumbo jumbo and the whole bichari dukhyari. You don't want
Yeah.
to be in that zone at all.
Okay.
Making that effort, but still that keeps coming back again and again. How do you change that?
You just have to just acknowledge where you are instead of making you go like, you know what, my life doesn't change. Do you really require, do you want to change it? Because so many things we say consciously and underline, if it's not changing, that means at a
But then it becomes very painful. It's not a good feeling. It's a very
because
pathetic feeling to be in.
but we like it. How much ever consciously we all can say, you know what, who likes to suffer? Any regular person is going to turn around and tell me, are you stupid? Of course, we don't like to suffer in this world. Who would want to this? But the point is, if something we are not changing in our world, however we are trying, it's something more to it where you're not getting present. What is the underline of enjoying this suffering, that pain? So maybe you can just do a clearing on a, you don't have to do it as a loop, but you need to keep questioning yourself. What do you love about this trauma drama? And just clear that energy. And whatever the first thing comes, get present with that energy. Something will come. But the point is, we don't want to, like, you know, really get present with ourselves. We want to go again from the mind. Look, I did this and this did not change. It's like, again, a conclusion. Ki, you know what? I did, you know, you told me to go right. I went right. Now right ke aage road to abhi bhi nahi dikha. It doesn't work that way. Maybe your right has
No,
to go
it
longer.
works. It works sometimes just very
but I'm trying to
temporarily.
example.
And again it's back.
Because then again, it could be even an underlying energy of it. Okay, you concluded it unknowingly. I'm not making it specific for you, but I'm just giving you that space that, okay, my life will go only in ups and downs. Because some people unknowingly like the trauma drama. It gives you the feeling of being alive in that family loop of this reality. You see, something has to keep going. Because if nothing major is changing, we like to have some here and there problems because it keeps us busy. And it gives us a reason not to create more.
No,
Because
there are better things to keep yourself busy with that.
so then ask for that. Then ask for that in your world. The minute you're giving so much power to family or ex projects in your life or anything, you'll know it's just getting clogged there instead of having the fun of it. Because when you're putting something on the energy so much to one thing, that means you are controlling it. You're not having that ease of your being. However you want to like fight that thing, it's the internal, it's at a very subconscious level for all of us. Because in reality, come on, who would want to suffer? No regular person who is present right now or people who are going to listen, who would like to suffer? Of course, no one. But yet in some or the other ways in our life with family or with something or the other, we are having our ups and downs. For what?
Yeah.
For what?
Lots.
For what? मजा आता है?
No.
तो फिर then why are we creating that?
So you're saying that unknowingly you are creating it on a daily basis, even if you
Every second. Why do we talk about 10-second when increment? Because like that quick we can create and change things. Sometimes even 10 seconds are too much. It takes 2 seconds to change a reality. But the point is, are we ready to think in a way to create, or are we looking a way to go south? Because when we are not choosing, you're still choosing, but you're choosing crap. And then we give the power, you
it
know what?
becomes like a downhill in all areas of life, then
Yeah, of course.
financially, anything,
Of course.
everything goes downhill completely.
So are we ready to take our power back? Because this is all about blame game that I want to put it on my family. My work doesn't happen, that doesn't happen. It's an easy blame game of putting the power that they are more superior, they are more this thing. And what? Okay, Zavia, since you're talking, can I make you the guinea pig?
Yeah, please.
Okay, just
I'm always ready
because
to be the
that goes for everyone too, but it's just because I'm talking to her right now on unmute. All of y'all, including her, just proceed for 10 seconds. There's no one in this world. Only y'all are there. Even these group people are not there. Only in your space, it's only you on this planet Earth. What will happen?
I'm super happy. The thought only is making me very happy.
So can you acknowledge that you are not comfortable with people? So how can you outcreate that energy? You're going to still live in this planet Earth, but are you ready to choose you?
Yeah.
So then choose you. That's exactly the answer. You're still giving the power to these family, these people. They'll still be there. I'm just giving you the energy of that 10 seconds, that how potent we all are, but are we all ready to choose us? We are all still giving power to money, to relationship, parents, family, and the list goes on, to health issue, to this and that. But are we choosing us? So if you're acknowledging in 10 seconds on this planet Earth, it was only you in this reality, what would you create? So just start asking. It doesn't mean I'm telling we're killing the world. So don't get me wrong. But I'm just telling, okay, I'm the only person that then, like, if it gets so clogged, I'm just giving you the space. Whenever you're feeling so clogged in any area of your life, just go like, okay, if I was the only soul in this reality for 10 seconds, what would I choose? And just choose from that energy. It just gives you the space of, what, that space gets expanded. You don't make that person or that scenario so clogged in your world. Because here, what are we giving the power to them is, it's family, they'll do this, they'll do that. They will be them. It's people. People will be people. So
Yeah,
you have to go like,
yeah.
what am I going to ask and create in my world? Only you can ask what you want to create in your world. It doesn't matter they support or they don't support.
No, there's so much you can create in your world, but the thing is, again, I'm going to go back. It's like your
Because you
mind
want
doesn't
the power.
free from this.
It's your choice. It's your choice. Okay, then you can start asking, okay, what will it take me to outcreate my family?
Outcreate like half the people in this world. I don't want to be around anyone.
So at least start with 2 people. Who are the main 2 people which really make your world so this thing? Or even that one person. I mean, I wouldn't know that. But you guys need to start getting present. I'm not saying you have to fight it. It's not about fighting. Because the minute you're fighting with anyone, you're actually fighting you. Because we are coming from the kingdom of we. We are not here creating a separation. Oneness means a kingdom of we. We are all one here. So even that family roles, they're going to just be that family of this reality. But we make it like, that karta dharta ki bas yahi sab kuch hai. We are just telling you, be with them, but choose you. Come from a creatorship with everyone. Get present. Okay, what is it with them that, I keep having this friction or that issue here and there? The minute with that individual people, you'll start reflecting on it, you'll know all your answers. Because you know exactly when they trigger you, exactly their words, we all know it. Everyone knows that in particular people's pattern, which triggers in our world. And there's that certain people where we just go like, what, we need that 1% when we can go back on them. But you need to that doesn't mean they are your people or not they're your people. It's about what works and what doesn't work for us. Because it's our creatorship that we have created this in our world. The minute you guys will start creating from that energy, I promise you, even start with one person.
Because
And
you
do
know,
it.
sometimes it happens that when you're on your lowest point with that one or two people in your life, suddenly everyone around you starts behaving exactly in that same pattern,
Of
that
course,
same
because
difficult
it's a group
situation.
it's a group collective energy. So everyone can tap into everyone. It's as simple as that.
Mm.
And then it's our conclusion. Oh, I know my family is this, and my father and mother gets along this way, my brother and this one gets along, that my auntie and uncle get along. It's again, we are projecting that energy. So doom. It's like a proper Diwali blast on us. Because it's like you're going on telling energetically, you know what, this will happen, that will happen. And the universe is just doing Ji mere aaka. And that's being through the family or through that scenario. So reflect on it. Just reflect on it. Even to start the simple way, just start with that one person. We all know that one person in our life. It could be the exact, actually your blood link, or another person who's as important as a family to you, where you know it creates the biggest friction. And truly ask yourself, at what age or when, at which lifetime did you give them your power? And take your power back. It doesn't make them powerless or you more powerful. It's about you choosing you first. It's not about fighting. It's not about getting superior. It's just about choosing you.
So it's not only the way when you said it now, at what age and what point did you give the power? Actually, I went into my past life thing.
Possible. It could be differing from person to person. And with certain people with different age, certain lifetime, it could be anything.
Yeah. Like these
That's
people
what I'm
have
saying.
been
Do it
difficult from
individually.
the
Instead of saying, okay, Petiwala's family, don't go like that. Go with the person.
individual person. Yeah, I
Depending
could actually see
that
few
person
people.
who really bothers starts with them.
Yeah,
Or
like
with them, the max. It could be even
they're
in-laws.
not from this
This
lifetime.
reality, people who are married, in-laws are also a different part of the family and issues and all that. So anyone, I'm just asking that one person, start with one and do it for a day or two. I promise all of y'all how your relation will start changing with that. Just start with that
Yeah, I'm
energy.
going to practice this for sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, Vandana.
So we tap into the energy of the past life with them, and when we create
No,
it.
it's not about past life. It's not about the past life. It's
What
about
energy
this
did you say?
present. No, I said it could be from past life. That doesn't mean you have to tap into your past life. It
Okay.
means that, okay, when did I give my power? So when you get present, you just start taking your power back. You can do the clearing, you can go from oats, wow, or even just acknowledging it, half your battle gets finished there with them.
So in my particular case, last year in March, my brother comes down from Canada twice a year, in March and then in October. And every time he wants me to come to Delhi to see him. He's the big brother. I must come. He will never come. He has never visited my house in Bombay ever. Okay. But I must come here and pay obeisance to him. So I do come. And this time I was not planning to come. And then this whole thing about my mother's so-called dementia came up. So I was forced to come again. And I came and I noticed last time that there was a pattern where everything was fine with her. But when my brother landed up, the dynamics changed completely. And she became this helpless, saying, "Arey, she didn't do," and my brother would scream at me and become her protector. And then I'd get pissed off and I'd go to my room and I wouldn't come out. I have my own room here, for like my cupboard and everything. I wouldn't come out, like only for meals, and I wouldn't talk to them. And I knew that this is the loop. And I said, this time I'm not going to get triggered. I'm not going to get into it. But I did. I came and despite all the consciousness, the same conversation, the same behavior, everything happened. And I just could not take the energy. So I had to go into my room and I read, and I was listening to my access consciousness things and whatever. And I knew it. And I said, okay, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And I realized that this is my way of controlling them. Because when I withdraw from them, then they start warning. And then my brother said, "Oh, why you spoil the atmosphere of the house? You're just sarawa mukh bana ke ghum rahi hai." And I said, "No, I'm just reading and all that." And I would come and grace the dining table with my presence, but not talk. And then they shifted the energy. They stopped acting smart with me. My brother was start talking to me normally instead of screaming. My mother, and
Yeah.
everything changed. So it is our way of controlling also.
Of course, because you wanted that energy, that they'll come over to yours.
And
And
I
when
was
we
passive.
withdraw, they'll come to more attack.
Right.
So you need to come from a space of, instead of why, when you want to have, that's why we say manipulate the energy.
Right.
That's the space of creatorship. You need to get present when once you get the awareness how you guys are working with those people from where it started, then go like, okay, instead of why I'm doing this, it's never a question. Then come from a space of, okay, what else can I do to have that ease with them? We are not saying that you have to make them your best friend or your best, like, chaddi buddy type, hum saath sarkar wala, karna hai, karo. No one is saying no, but get present. What are you truly asking in your creatorship with that particular person in your world?
Yeah, so I don't know. I just don't want to be in that situation where I have to go to withdraw into my room. It's my last form of defense and control, passive aggressiveness, like a Gandhiji stand almost, non-violence.
So what are you trying to prove with that? You need to be
Yeah, so
present.
I don't want to get into that whole thing.
So then ask yourself, what are you truly asking for here?
To be acknowledged by them. See, I'm much
Are you ready to acknowledge you? Because again, it's not going to come from them. Till the time you're not going to acknowledge you. Because we are all looking, because what you express right now, it's most of us do it. Okay, this is the only way हमको मनाने आएंगे, हमारे रूम में आएंगे, हमें attention मिलेगा. See, that's how we get acknowledgement. This is the programming. As kids, what we used to do, when Papa Mummy did not get that toy or that chocolate, we used to just grump, look down, or go in that corner and pretend, like, or cry till the time. And then we used to wait for that them pacifying. That means we got acknowledged. Right? And
Right.
then only so that programming became so deep that that's how as we started growing older, we started doing that. And we think that's the time when we'll get the acknowledgement and people are going to look at us. Is it true? Because that means you're not ready to acknowledge you. It's all from the weight of the outside world that you're waiting that you look at me. And in that wait, as a subtle way, this is how we all even start adding weight in our world, to give you all a gist of it.
But in reality, I just want to be left alone by them. I don't want to have
So
this.
then why are we looking for that? Is it true?
I don't feel part of the family. I feel like an
That's
outsider.
okay. That's majority of the world doesn't feel in their families. It doesn't make you right or wrong. So you need to have the fun. Okay, you can start talking to your body. How long would you like to go interact with them? Instead of having that cut with them, just go like, okay, body, can we go for 10 minutes, half an hour, interact, have the good, soft, subtle talks, and start tapping into it. How can I have fun there? And when you know, in a subtle way, just come in your room or wherever you would like to go out with your friends, or however a person individually, all of you like it. So it's not going over, because what we start thinking, family means wo betho, picture dekho, dinner karo. If it doesn't work, be smart about it.
Right.
You could do it. Maybe you don't have to do it all 7 days of the week. You could do
Right.
it twice a week, twice a month. Just have to be smart. Okay, what are you looking to create? And even after doing all these clearings and getting present, it's not working. It doesn't mean the tools don't work. It's just somewhere we are not ready to change that. And that's also okay. It doesn't make any of us wrong. In that, just be smart. Okay, how slowly, just for a few hours, can I have fun with this? And just then, so-called, that tamasha ghar pe ho bhi gaya, and that scenario with that person ho gaya, just laugh it out in your head. Just say, I was so bored, I created that. Koi dhamaka chahiye tha, mil gaya. What we do is we get so clogged and holded, and it goes so deep, and then we make this a pattern. Oh, you know what, he or she is the person of this house who's always this way. In this reality, I wish they die, or I was never part of this family. We don't even realize what we start telling in ourselves, and that starts getting so deep embedded in us that we start making a reality that way. Because it's not the words, it's the energy, how we start filling ourselves with it. And most of us are making it wrong about us, that why the hell I was born in this. So how much are we abandoning us? That's what your family is abandoning us, because we are not choosing us in this. So everything all that brought up, Can we revoke, rescind, reclaim, renounce, announce, and return it to all the senders with conscious attached, please?
Yes.
Wow. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys, for wads, and beyond. How's everyone?
Top of the world.
Beautiful. And that's exactly you should create every 10 seconds of your life. And you can choose that. It doesn't matter what's happening for person sitting next to you or wherever in the room or in the house or somewhere else. Choose you, you'll create everything. You're on mute, Sonu. Sonuji, you went on mute. You're saying something, but you're on mute.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It was very good. In fact, जो anxiety में charge था इसमें नहीं है, because maybe I have worked for this, no? Lot of things I've worked at one point of time. 1 second, I'll have to close the door. I cannot share this.
I like how many secrets we like to keep. You know.
I wanted to kill my dad. I mean, literally kill
That's
him.
okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
It takes a
And-
power to acknowledge that. And I'm
And
sure a lot of
now-
people in their own way want to kill XY person in their family. And doesn't make you all wrong. It's just killing energy. It's not that we are going to go shoot them today.
Yeah,
So it's-
that was the energy at one point of time. And now, you know what? Every day I ask, now then I tapped into that energy. I demanded highly from the universe, this has to change now. Okay. And I started asking questions. A lot of past lives things came on. So the thing is that in many of my past lives, my fathers have abandoned me, you know, left me with no money and all that. So he was also in the he had a full planning to it. So I said, universe, this way, this lifetime, I'm not going to get abandoned, and he has to provide what he has to provide. I can create, of course, but he has to provide, and I would like to receive from him now, because as I tapped into that energy, he emotionally receives from me most in the whole family. So yeah, I have come to that thing that now every day I ask question, how much fun can I have with him? You know,
Exactly.
and yeah, oh my God,
And how much fun you can have with yourself. Start more with yourself. Your receiving energy will change, all of your.
yeah,
First, start with you. Always start with you. Because
Yeah.
first, you need to acknowledge what's your relationship with yourself.
self, yeah.
And one of the
Really
easy
like-
another tool all of you can have with any particular people is all your expectations, separations, judgments, rejections you have of that ex person from this lifetime or any other lifetime, destroy and uncreate that. And do it with yourself too, with your body and your being. So, so many people
Rashi, ये clearing जो बोला है ना अभी, can you please write it for us?
Sure, I'll put it on the group too. I'll do
Yeah.
that.
Because it's yeah, and then now the thing is that he's doing beta only all the day, huh?
Enjoy. Just ask what else is possible here.
Yeah, exactly. And I have created massive change in my life by changing this because it was a very heavy. Once though I was doing yoga course, I had expressed whatever the anger had come out, and you know how this reality works. So she said, you know what, you really need counseling, madam. इतना गुस्सा भरा है तुम्हारे उसमें and all that.
All judgments.
Yeah, so I'm just showing you the space I was operating from, and now it's changed so much. I
Done.
laugh it off sometimes. So when he talks certain things, I'm like, wow, it's no more angry. I'm not saying कि मैं 100% pure
No,
हो गई.
it's not for 100%. So because the more you worked up, it's not even, it's a finish line to anything, guys. It's more from a space. Every day is a new day. Okay. And we don't know how many lifetimes what we've done or ex people have done to us. So it's not even about going depth in that. It's just about just for today. What else is possible here with that person or that particular thing there? And instead of looking for conclusion, itna theek ho gaya, acha ye ho jaye, again, that's coming again from a space of conclusion. That means again, we are controlling something there. Because we like to do it. When we see certain change, now we're like, oh, okay. It's like, meko uska ingredient will get and I'll control that. No, That's why that particular thing stops there and there. The minute that's another underlying energy of controlling in a different way, because again, we can't handle, we are okay for a certain change, but we are not okay with this change. And then we say, no, we really want this change. So if you really are asking for that miraculous change of your being, the magic of you, it's about daily, with any scenario, any situation, just be in a question. Everything all that brought up, can we destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, poor and pock, all 9 shots, boys, POVADs, and beyond. I think we are good for today. I'm just going to write that clearing statement on the group and I'll share it with you all.
Rashi, when
yeah.
you stop recording, no, there is one question I would like to ask. In
Okay.
Part of that ease with anxiety, just one, because I'm confused with something.
Sure. I'm just going to stop the recording, guys. Thank you everyone for choosing today.